Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling is Silly, the silliest wrestling show on Twitch. The night is young, the weather is hot, and the graps are oh so silly. I am your host with the most, the Queer Buccaneer is here. My name is Eden, and I am joined by you lovely people in chat this evening. It's just me flying solo for this our go home episode before Wrestling is Silly Heatwave, our summer special next week. We have a very, very, very silly episode to get to. We've got some fun shit this evening. We've got some setup to some even funner shit. That is happening next week at Wrestling Silly Heatwave. It is called the Go Home Show. I don't know why. Okay, we look this up every time. I think it's called the Go Home Show because it's the last show before the big event, so the wrestlers all get to go home because they don't have to do the house show loop. But I also like the idea that it's called the Go Home Show because you get all your good shit in, so the fans go home happy before the big show. That's how I've interpreted it, but it is called the Go Home Show. Yes, like a prison release. Well, like in before the days of wrestling having competition, back when it was just the WWF, they would do what's called the house show loop, where they would do the Monday show on SmackDown, the Monday show on Raw, the Friday night SmackDown, and then between them they'll be doing the house show loop. So they would do untelevised shows Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. But when it was a big event, when it was like a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam, they would do that, and then they would just go home to prepare for the big show. So there would be no house shows. I think that's but now in the days of like shows like TNA and AEW that don't do the house show loop. I think AEW have done like 2 house shows in their 5-year run. The go home show is kind of meaningless because the wrestlers always go home. Like Will Ospreay, for example, flies to America, does his show, and then flies back to Essex the next day, which is a silly, bonkers way to live your life. But yeah, so like the idea of the go home show is kind of meaningless now. But yeah, it's to make sure the fans go home happy. Speaking of happy, I have some good, pleasant things to announce. First off, I get to do this and end my goal because I hit 750 followers that I wanted, which means now we get to launch our next goal, which is 777 followers, and apparently that's purple. Do I make that yellow again? I should probably make that yellow again. Yeah, let's keep that a nice twitchy yellow color, twitchy purple color. Yeah, 777 is our new follower goal. We've hit the 750, which is amazing. I do like a round number. But yeah, 777 is our new follower goal, and I have another thing to begin if I can find the right button, but that button isn't on my. I don't have that button on my fucking quick bar, so I have to go into Twitch and press some things. I should have done this beforehand. There we go. Channel points. I have a new thing to announce, and that is we are doing another Marble Mania challenge. So if we can get to 15,000, if 15,000 Whizballs get submitted to the challenge that you can all see in the chat right about now, if 15,000 Whizballs amongst the community in the next month get given to that challenge, we are going to be doing Marble Mania once again. Marble Mania 3 is the Marble Mania 3, the remarbling. If you've never been to a Marble Mania, we've done 2 in the past. What happens is basically it's 2 hours, at least 2 hours of marbles on stream. We keep a scoreboard, so whoever's there throughout the stream enter in the race, and your wins get totted up, and whoever is the winner at the end of the event gets a prize, usually like a Steam voucher or something. They get a special role in the Discord of Marble Mania World Heavyweight Champion. And for every Ko-fi membership, for every sub, and for every gift sub, we add another race at the end. Thanks for the fireworks and the pow for starting the new goal. How do all pet brads welcome in? So yeah, as I was saying, Marble Mania 3 will be happening as soon as that community goal is raised. We're already 13% of the way through, which is great. Yeah, so it's 2 hours of marbles on stream, plus an extra race at the end for every Ko-fi membership, for every sub, and for every gift sub. Last time I think we went on for like almost 3.5 hours. Yeah, it's 2K it's 2K max per stream. So yeah, I didn't want to like set the goal and then just have Ayakara pump in 15k and go, that's it, sorted, we're doing it right now, let's go. But yeah, that's gonna be really fun. It was really fun last time. Corey from the Discord won and is now Marble Mania World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a good time. So there, two things. One, get us up to 777 followers. Two, throw your whiz balls into the community challenge and we'll play some fucking marbles. Another game that plays itself. Another game that I don't have to play because I'm very much, I've got myself into a little corner of just watching games play themselves on stream. That's what I do here. That's what you're all here for. So yeah. That's me. That's what I've been up to. I didn't come bearing a news story for you this week because I figured that I was supposed to have Zach with me, and I figured that Zach would just come out with something that we could just pontificate on for 20 minutes. But of course, the big news here in the UK is that we have gotten rid of the Tories, and that's really fucking good. Thank you to everyone that voted because fuck the Tories and all that. And yeah, they're not in charge anymore, which is the guys that are in charge aren't a lot better, but it's an improvement, and we like a bit of improvement around here. Hopefully it's gonna be decent. That's all I want. Decent that we can push towards good. Yeah, that's that. What's mad is that we're not even allowed to get a big celebrate in to get the Tories out for getting the Tories out because we got a fucking centrist ham sandwich in its place. But yeah, French elections though, they were fucking damn good. Socialists got in France. They know how to fucking do it. Let's get a French ass government here, please. But we're not here to talk politics. I say we're not here to talk politics despite, last week, or was it a couple of weeks ago, we had just big discussions about how shitty AI is, but we're not here to talk politics. We're here to do some silly fucking wrestling. And it is, in fact, the week before. The heat wave. Sorry, I'm trying to click through my files. It is, in fact, the week before Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. And I have, throughout the episode, I have a bunch of fun things to show you, like this, the World Championship title match. The Men's World Championship title match, King versus Garfield, has been announced, and throughout the night we will be announcing more matches for the card, so please do stick around for that. But our first match hasn't got King, hasn't got Garfield, because they will both be in the main event this evening. Our main event is an all-star tag match, King and Superman versus Garfield and Bugs Bunny. More on that later on this evening. But our opening contest for this evening looks at a man who is slowly building up to having a fight with somebody, a fight of honor, somebody that we all love. Two men that we all love. One of these men has offered to get into the ring and again just have an honorable fight. We're talking about Goku. Goku has been slowly building his way through the snack pack. He's gone through Burger King. he's gone through Mr. Pringle. This week, he's going against Waluigi, and he's beaten both men so far. If he can beat Waluigi, his claim to a match against Luigi at Heatwave is all but confirmed. We have a match with Luigi later on in the night. Maybe we can get a yes or no from Luigi during that match. But opening contest for this evening, Goku versus Waluigi. Let's get a poll for that up and running. Let's get a new poll. Not a poll, a prediction. We don't do polls, we do predictions. Manage prediction. Who will win? Will it be Goku or will it be Waluigi? We haven't seen Waluigi in a while. We've seen Goku pretty much every week for the duration. So Goku's on a hot streak, but Waluigi has all his energy preserved for this match. There's only one way to find out who is going to win, and I say we go down to the ring for our opening contest for this evening. Let's go. Wrestling is Silly. Your opening contest for this evening is set for 1 fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first from the planet Vegeta, weighing in at 215 pounds, Goku. Again, Goku's been on a bit of a hot streak recently. Took out after sadly losing to Superman. He's taken out people of all shapes and sizes. He took out one of the Unthinkables. He's taken out 2 members of the Snack Pack. And of course, the Snack Pack, we know that they are by no means like headline men, but still, to get out here every week, 3 weeks in a row now, just to get a match with Luigi. Like, he hasn't even spoken to Luigi about this. This is all to get Luigi's attention. And I, for one, think it's a noble idea. And his opponent from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 200 pounds, Waluigi. Waluigi not used to singles action, of course. You may remember the Waluigi and Luigi versus Mario and Jason Voorhees match from years ago now. We're talking year 1 of Wrestling is Silly saw the team of 2EG, before they became known as the Snack Pack, 2EG versus Mario and his, at the time, mercenary Jason Voorhees. And that is a personal favorite match of the year. One of the best Wrestling is Silly matches that I've seen. And yeah, to imagine maybe rekindling that kind of excitement in Waluigi again would be incredible. That match, by the way, is highlighted on the channel if you want to go back and watch some real clunky year 1 Wrestling is Silly. But there is the bell. Collar and elbow tie up there from Goku, and there, oh, beautiful hook kick. And off the springboard into the diving cross body. Goku on fire right now. He bounces up. He goes to the dropkick, but cannot quite make the distance. And Waluigi caught off guard into into a hammerlock DDT from the collar and elbow tie up by Goku. Dropkick to the back. And now, just a shot across the jaw from the high boot of Goku. Goku now top rope, rolling leg lariat off the top turnbuckle. And now just cranking at the neck. Waluigi unable to even get a single shot in. But there he goes, taking down Goku. The block avoids the diving takedown from Goku. And now Waluigi, hits the lariat, grabs the wrist control, and gets a second and a third. Brutal strikes there from Waluigi. Leg lariat connects. Waluigi unable to get one over. And now, Goku lifting up Waluigi with his foot. And, the spinning heel kick. That has taken out many a foe on its own, but Waluigi powering through, thrown inside. Again, Waluigi unable to get a lot of offense in so far. Goku really taking him to town. Enziguri. Waluigi rolling back into the ring after a quick escape. And oh, there's the boot once again. The cover by Goku. But only a 1 count for Waluigi. Oh, there's the pop-up and the Spirit Bomb from Goku. Deep cover. Could this be it? No! We saw last week the Burger King was taken out by that Spirit Bomb. Waluigi powering on through, but the big European uppercut says that again, Waluigi's been unable to get a lot of offense in, but he's still kicking out of everything that Goku's got. The elbow, though, this could turn their tides. Again, another lariat with the wrist control. Lariat combination here from Waluigi with a third. And now stepping over that top rope, but again opting to change tack as Goku got up to his feet, but just a half second too late. Now Goku grabs control of that wrist. And he swan-ton bomb off the top rope, gets the cover. And there is the win. Rudimentary offense from Waluigi, resulting in a textbook victory there from Goku. Here is your winner, Goku. He made light work of that one indeed. I cannot believe how easy that was for Goku to take out Waluigi. Now he has beaten every single member of the Snack Pack except the one he has his eye on, and I'm very, very interested to see if he can take down, if he can get the acceptance from Luigi for that match later on in the night, and if next week he can take down every single member of the Snack Pack. Either way, I think Goku and Luigi is going to be one hell of a match, don't you? Let's go to that predictions. 100% of you thought that Waluigi was going to win, so unfortunately those whiz balls will be numbed all the way up. I do apologize for that horrible turn of phrase also. Thank you for that extra contribution, Artist Rob, into the Marble Mania remarbling challenge. Currently 4k of the 15k. If there is 7.5 of you in chat that have 2,000 points to give, then we could do this right fucking now. We could do this right fucking now. But maybe I set the goal just a little bit too low. I'll learn from that. I actually think it was 20k last time, and I said it's 15k this time. Maybe I just want to do a Marble Mania. Maybe that's the secret. Moving on to our next match of the evening. Let's talk about the Unthinkables a little bit, because they have been like me and Zach have been observing backstage. They've been acting increasingly erratic. They took a shot at Kiryu on his returning episode. They've been making random challenges left, right, and center. They are not having a good time right about now, and they have challenged quite possibly one of the most mild-mannered men backstage that we have on the roster. I'm talking about Wallace. They got really in his face earlier on this evening. It was actually quite upsetting to watch. The Unthinkable Sheep specifically got really ugly in the face of Wallace. So Wallace agreed to a one-on-one against the Unthinkable Sheep. And that is our next match of this evening. So if you want to get your predictions in, let's go Sheep or Wallace. Who do you think will win? Only time will tell. Let's get that prediction underway. And let's get this match underway as well as we go down to the ring the second time this evening. Wrestling is silly. Your next match for this evening is set for one fall with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from out of this world, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Unthinkable Sheep. Does the Unthinkable Sheep think Wallace was a danger to Shaun the Sheep? That's an interesting piece of logic. I'm not sure if we can attribute logic to the Unthinkables at any time, but especially not right about now. And as much as I don't like the Unthinkables in their current attitudes, I adore that leap into the ring that we just saw from the Sheep. Always ready to have a good time. And his opponent, from a lovely town in northern England, weighing in at 212 pounds of clay that you can't buy anymore, being accompanied by Zach Wallace. I said Zach wasn't here on the commentary desk, but he still got time to make an appearance, accompanying his shredded cheese teammate into the ring. Zach was there backstage with Wallace as the Sheep sort of, came up on him. So this is their opportunity to make sure that the Sheep gets the treatment they deserve, Wallace once again, a big character, beloved by the Wrestling Silly audience. Hasn't gotten a lot of play since the Shredded Cheese team up. Unfortunately, did suffer a small injury, meaning he wasn't used to his best by the end of that feud. But he's back and in rip-roaring shape and ready to go. And there's the bell. Oh! Quick takedown there from the Unthinkable Sheep. Wallace, though, back up on his feet. And Sling Blade takes down Wallace, and a drop kick to the side of the head on the blind side. The Unthinkable Sheep taunting Wallace, getting down on his level, but Wallace taking the opportunity, goes for the single leg, cannot quite get it though. Oh, and he hits the turnbuckle. He's got the blocks up though, deflected that chop, and now attempted for the tie-up, but the Sheep throws him asunder. Oh, and there's the double foot stomps from the Sheep. Wallace now. Oh, Wallace in a dire position as we see the same thing we just happened with Goku happening again with the Unthinkable Sheep. Wallace though. Ooh, Wallace with the flying neckbreaker. And the elbow right across the chest and throat. There's the rising knee. Can this be Wallace's time to fight back? Is really wrenching that arm. Oh! The arm spins the entirety of the way around. Thank you for the donation to that community contribution, Neil, for the 2,000 points. We're now 6,000. We're very close to getting halfway there already. Oh, Wallace striking against the thigh of the Sheep, going for the elbow, but not quite hitting. And now turning his back on the Sheep, which was a big mistake as the Sheep takes advantage and drop kicks to the face. Gets the cover. But just a 1 count for the one half of Team Shredded Cheese. And now Wallace in a precarious position as the Sheep takes him out the corner and just, oh, a heavy, brutal drop kick. His head colliding with that bottom turnbuckle. That does not look good for Wallace. And now the Sheep on the top rope. Double stomps, but avoided. Nobody home. Wallace unable to take full advantage of it though as he's taken to the turnbuckle and hit with the snake eyes. And oh, returning fire, the elbow across the chest, across the throat. Once again, the Sheep up on the top. Is he going to go for the stomps again? No, he goes for the knee across the throat instead. Oh, a smash against the back, gets the cover. No! Very, very near fall, but Wallace able to kick out in the nick of time. Oh, strike across the face. Wallace almost bouncing off his face though. And there's the exclamation point stomp from the Sheep. Wallace rolling out to try and get some distance between him and the Sheep. The Sheep, though, bounces onto that top rope. This is not looking good for the Man of Clay. Oh, the diving drop kick to the outside. Oh, but the knee strike pushes away the Sheep, gets some distance, gives Wallace a moment to breathe, and he capitalizes on it. Wallace, oh, drives the knee into the face of the Sheep. Again, can he capitalize? This is the big question. And he is brutalizing the Unthinkable Sheep on the outside right now. Referee up to a 5 count. Single leg takedown. Oh, the Sheep's face colliding with that bottom step. Wallace back in control in a place he's far more comfortable fighting on the outside. Breaks the count so the refs to give them more time to fight here on the outside. And oh, headlock takeover into a beautiful, beautiful sleeper. It's almost like a crossface locked in, but the Sheep cannot tap out here on the outside, so he is just left to choke until he can get taken out of this hold by somebody. And fortunately, he is able to break out himself. Got a beautiful striking combination. Wallace flies into the guardrail and is thrown from pillar to post by the Unthinkable Sheep. Sheep now bounces in, not breaking the count though, urging Wallace to get in of his own accord. And Wallace gets the lockup, but it's a snapmare from the Sheep into, oh, it's a running, sliding dropkick. But Wallace puts on the wrong trousers. A deep, deep cover. Could this be it? Yes, it is. Wrong trousers gets the win for Wallace. Here is your winner, Wallace. Incredible victory there from Wallace, pulling it back from the brink with that outside offense, the brutality of Wallace shining through, and he gets the dub from the grips of the Unthinkable Sheep. An incredible display. Incredible display there from Wallace. What a show. What a show it's been so far. We're only half an hour in, already 2 incredible victories. Wallace gets the points there. Thank you to everyone who voted, but only those that voted for Wallace get their balls back, plus dividends from all of those people that thought the Unthinkable Sheep would be victorious. Our next match this evening is another clash of the Wrestling is Silly Titans. 2 men that have been in this show, part of this roster from day one. Both of these men were on the first ever episode of Wrestling is Silly, and now both of these men have come so far to be here. This is a real celebration of the longevity of Wrestling is Silly. We're talking Luigi versus Superman. Everyone wanted this match back in the day when Superman was the ruler of the Empire and he ruled the men's division with an iron fist. Everybody wanted Luigi to get a pop at Superman and at his world title, and back then it was never meant to be. But now the 2 Titans cross paths once again. Luigi all but renounced wrestling for the longest time and now has come back, but on the proviso that it is about fun and not about it is not a serious thing. He's not trying to get into fights, he's not trying to lose friends, he's not trying to lose family anymore, he's just trying to have a good time. And that already did not go so well, as we saw the exodus of Pepsi Man from the snack pack. And Superman, who has come full circle and is now repentant for his days as the ruler of the Empire. We're back. Superman is doing good. Luigi is having fun. Let's see if these 2 men, these 2 righteous men, can have a battle for ages. Get your predictions in now. It's going to be one hell of a match. Luigi versus Superman. Let's go down to the ring. This next match is set for 1 fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 220 pounds, Luigi. Again, like I said, a veritable battle for the ages, a clash of the wrestling is silly titans as Luigi and Superman cross paths. And now, if Luigi can get the win over Superman, he's going to be in a far more beneficial position for taking down Goku if he accepts that challenge at Wrestling a Silly Heatwave. This, I think, is a test for him as much as it is a test for Superman. This, like, the win could decide whether or not he takes that match next week. And his opponent from Krypton via Metropolis, weighing in at 241 pounds, Superman. Former world champion, former mixed tag champion. Superman has been here a long time, has been through a lot of shit, both in and out of the ring. He has had wars with himself, clashes of conscience, and clashes of styles with basically anyone who's anyone inside Wrestling is Silly. You name it, he has fought them. We're talking Winnie the Pooh, we're talking Garfield, we're talking Mario, Luigi, we're talking Kiryu, Colonel Sanders. He has been through the wars. But now it's a whole new opponent that he's never clashed with in singles action before. Oh, Luigi with a Fez press. Big start for Luigi. Gets a beat down on Superman. And the superstar splash. I love that every single time. And it's just stomping on the leg. Superman has been known to try this new move, Take Flight, which is that springboard off that springboard forearm off the turnbuckle, off the top rope, sorry. So, big STO there. Big STO, big Uranage there from Luigi. So if Luigi can injure the legs of Superman, it can hinder his jumping ability, then that Take Flight goes completely out of whack, avoiding flipping out of whatever move Superman had in store there, and instead Luigi now throwing Supes against the ropes. Oh, goes to the spear, but Superman raises the forearm, not going to take flight now. Luigi, springboard DDT, absolute beauty, and gets the cover. Just one from Luigi, I'm afraid for now. There's more fight in Superman than that, you should know that, but there, the flipping, the snap neck breaker. And now a second snap neck breaker, really going for the weak point. If you've not got kryptonite in your pocket, then aiming for the neck is a good veritable second place. A second backbreaker attempt for Superman, but a second rollout from Luigi, and the Superman punch ducks, and there's the spear from Luigi out of absolutely nowhere. The Superman punch spear combo, one that Superman utilizes himself, so maybe Luigi getting a little bit too confident. Playing Superman at his own game. Again, going for that big beastly Uranage. Superman pushed back into the corner by Luigi, and now raised up onto that top rope. A precarious position for Superman, but I think he might be trying to take Superman into the negative zone. That avalanche poison Rana. Elbows to the head. This is not looking good. Yeah, there it is. Avalanche poison Rana. Negative zone hit from Luigi. Gets the cover. But it's only a 2 count. Luigi, that Luigi has learned the brutality of that negative zone, the Avalanche Poison Rana, a move he learned on the Indies. And now he's taking that into his own. This is the first time he's successfully managed to hit it. There's the spine buster from Soups, though. And Superman now just cranking at the leg of Luigi again, hindering his ability to climb that top rope and hit another one of those negative zones. But we've also got the EGAD slam from Luigi to worry about. The Casadora face buster. Deadlift Casadora face buster at that. The Enziguri, though, from Luigi, taking Soups out at the opportune moment. Snap and neck breaker once again. As Neil's pointed out in the chat, the Brooklyn street fights are a lot more brutal than the Metropolis street fights, so Luigi prepared for this brawling style a lot more than Superman is. Oh, and there's a shot across the bow from Luigi. Taking a big drink there. Oh, and we have seen Superman has been bust open by that right hand. That right hand of Luigi. Oh, Luigi ducking Soups as though and hitting a clubbing blow to the back of the head. Now Luigi gets the Irish whip, flies in with another Superman punch, ducks the elbow and goes in with the spear. That is another super spear combo from Luigi, again utilizing a move that Superman used to love to do. And now we're seeing Luigi throws it out to the crowd, hits the Tope Suicida. Beautiful, beautiful strikes there. Beautiful style, beautiful new level of energetic brutality from Luigi, scraping his feet across the eyes of Superman. And now he's up on the shoulders in that torture rack position, spinning out into a beautiful neck breaker. Superman's neck colliding. Oh, beautiful rolling lucha stunner. And now, oh, Soups being stomped into those mats and basically slapping onto concrete. Superman on spaghetti legs. Luigi waiting carefully in the ring. No, going to reset the count. He's not done with Soups on the outside. Big STO. And keeping a lot of time for the fans. Oh, but Soups with the boots up. Luigi, though, straight back at it with those strikes. The waist lock into a beautiful Enziguri. And just, stomping right on the abdomen and putting all his weight with that step. Gus now up to, I believe, a 6 count. Luigi getting back in the ring. Is he going to reset the count, or is he going to make Soups? He is going to make Superman come to him. Oh, come on, Luigi. You don't want to win like this. Superman was getting back up to his feet, but it was too little too late. Here is your winner, Luigi. You know what we say around here? We're not a fan of the count out victory. So, I'm not going to wait. I am not going to wait for Luigi to accept. I'm not going to wait for Luigi to accept the match. I am going to declare right here, right now, on Wrestling is Silly Heatwave next week, Luigi versus Goku. Let's hope that it's a better match than the one we just saw. And that was a slobber knocker with a disappointing finish. I hope that next week Goku can teach Luigi about honoring the victory, because we don't ever want to see a kind of fight that ends in a count out. It's a disappointing end. But let's hope that this next match can alleviate some of that disappointment, because this next match again has some real stakes to it. Because this next match once again has direct ramifications for Wrestling is Silly Heatwave next week, because we have had not one but two surprise losses for the Wrestling is Silly Women's Champion Amanda the Wii Fit Trainer, and that means that we kind of need to decide a number one contender for next week's Heatwave, because not only did we get a surprise loss to Cruella de Vil, who then went on to get the Wrestling is Silly Women's Smiley Case, we also saw a surprise loss from former hardcore champion Princess Daisy. So this next match, Cruella de Vil versus Daisy, the winner will take on Amanda, the Wii Fit Trainer, for her Women's World Championship next week. This is a match with nothing but stakes. That's Bayonetta. That's not supposed to be Bayonetta. Cruella de Vil versus Daisy for the number one contendership for the Women's World title. Now there's a lot more stakes on one side of this than there is the other, because Cruella has that smiley case. There's always the smiley case in play. So if Daisy wins, there's nothing stopping Cruella from taking her smiley case and inserting herself in the match anyway, or waiting for one of those two women to win and slipping her way in, cash in, boom, let's go. But I don't know if Cruella is one to do that. So get your predictions in now. The next match for the number one contendership for a fight against Amanda next week. Let's get down to the ring. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit, and the winner of this match gets a title shot against Amanda, the Wii Fit Trainer, next week at Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. Making her way to the ring first, from London Fashion Week, weighing in at 165 pounds, she is the current Wrestling is Silly Women's Smiley Case holder, Cruella de Vil. Utterly timeless in her portrayal as the superstar of this match, of this Wrestling is Silly Women's Smiley Case title holding run. But can she take on one of the hardest hitting, one of the baddest bitches in the division? And her opponent from Sarasaland, weighing in at 140 pounds, Princess Daisy. A former hardcore champion, it took her going through a steel cage, plummeting to the ring below to lose that title, but she is still every bit as hard-hitting as she was when she was champion, and now rolling straight through to getting a victory over the Women's World Champion, and now potentially getting a title shot against her next week. That's if she can survive getting shut down by Cruella de Vil. Let's ring that bell, get that match started. Cruella, oh, beautiful combination strikes from Cruella. Daisy looking a little bit dazed by that last shot. And now Cruella takes advantage of that dazedness, but Daisy with the elbow up and goes for the exclamation point stomp, but is unable to plant her feet on the shoulders of Cruella. Cruella now, bounces off the turnbuckle for that roundhouse kick. Really taking advantage of Daisy being on the back foot here. And now throwing Daisy to the outside. This is, she's built up a header. Steam dives through. Middle rope sliding kick to the outside. And Daisy being thrown into the stairs now. Cruella, again, from our conversations with Neil on the show a few weeks ago, we all remembered how horrible of a woman Cruella de Vil is. She captured the hearts of the Wrestling is Silly audience, but at the same time, she did attempt to murder 101 dogs. So we got to remember she's brutal, she's hard-hitting, and she's not a good lady. Now, Princess Daisy is in the position to be the hero of this fight. Oh, can't quite time her offense properly. Oh, knee strikes attempted by Cruella, but Daisy able to fly out of them, and a brutal lariat takes down Cruella. But Cruella, with the wrist control, returns fire. Oh. Beautiful set of strikes there from Cruella de Vil. The kitchen sink connects, taking down Princess Daisy. Again, whoever wins this match does get a shot against Amanda, the Wii Fit trainer, next week. Daisy with the opportune pin, just a 1 count though. Okay, so it was only 99 dogs. That makes it so much. That makes it so much better, right? If it's only 99 dogs, that's fine. As long as she tried to kill under 100 dogs. And now she's tied in knots. The hammerlock by Daisy, and just wrenching the other hand back. And there's the knees to the spine. The turkey dinner armbar, as we have seen implemented by Wrestling is Silly. Oh, both women taking flight, neither woman hitting their target, and Cruella capitalizing. Now, rolling strike attempted by Cruella. Daisy with the blocks up though. Daisy using her athletic training. She is so much more adept in this more athletic strike-based game than Cruella is. So Cruella attempting that strike-based offense, it's not going to work well for her. And now there's the spear to the outside. Cruella knows better by now than to pull yourself up on the wrong side of the ropes like that. Daisy joins her on the outside. There's a lot of outside brutality this week on Wrestling is Silly. A lot of emotions running high, I'll say. But I think a lot of that is down to the fact that it is pay-per-view next week. It is a high octane summer special next week, and everyone wants to get on that card. But now Cruella got Daisy up. The Damnation connects, gets the cover. But no, Cruella's ticket to Heatwave is not stamped just yet. Cruella up onto the top rope. Daisy up on her feet. This is not looking good for Daisy. Fly, the Sonic Adventure pose in midair there before she landed that hit. There's a lot of attitude in that strike, but Daisy able to roll through. And now she gets the foot in the back and then just, bouncing Cruella's head off the apron. Daisy hits the ropes, flies off with the springboard forearm. Daisy's so close to getting a victory at any given moment. Cruella, though, with the waistlock. Either one of these women can take it at any moment. And now, strikes left and right. And Cruella just grazing the stiletto heel across the face. And just, that was one hell of a kick. Now Daisy with the opportune moment. Beautiful rolling neck breaker. Once again, close fist strike. Daisy hits the ropes. And just another clubbing blow across the face. Blocks up immediately. See, that is Daisy's athletic experience. Blocks up immediately. Daisy, Cruella hits the ropes. Brutal butt bash. Get us some frame drops. Yeah, I've noticed the frame drops, but Daisy hits the Sarasa Slam. Gets the cover. It's only a 2 count for now. Sorry, we did have some frame drops there. We had about 600 frames drops during the course of this match. But I think we're back to stability now, just looking at the upload speed. Throat chop attempt by Daisy. blocked. Strike attempt from Cruella, blocked. Daisy flies off the rope. And Daisy still in control of this match. The Sarasa Slam only got a 1 count. But Daisy is not deterred. Cruella, though, also not deterred. She's got Daisy up on the shoulders. The second Dalmatian Damnation gets the cover. Ooh, but Princess Daisy. Beautiful kick out there. Daisy hits the turnbuckle pretty hard. And now Cruella up on the top. Vader elbow gets the cover. And there's the win. Cruella de Vil stamping a ticket to Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. Here is your winner, Cruella de Vil. And the match is decided for Heatwave. Cruella de Vil is taking on Wii Fit Trainer for the Women's World title. That is one hell of a match on the cards, and that is one hell of a first half of the show. Before we go to break, I do just want to announce one more match for Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. We've already got Goku versus Luigi. We've already got our headliner, the world title. We've already got the women's world title, Cruella versus Wii Fit Trainer. And Cruella will not be cashing in her smiley case there because she has earned that match during this very match. So the men's smiley case is still in contest. We do not have a men's smiley case holder after Majima cashed his in for the world title shot against Kiryu. So, to crown a new men's smiley case holder, the Heatwave tradition, summertime silliness, a 30-man over the top rope battle royale for the men's smiley case. That is going to be coming to Heatwave once again. Do not miss that. That and many, many other matches is coming to you next week on Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. But for now, we've still got half a show to go. But we're going to take a very, very quick break before we get there. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We're shooting along this week, but don't worry. Second half, a lot of good stuff to get to. So you've got 3 minutes to wait. In that meantime, empty your bladders, refill your glasses, take a short run around the block. Get yourself a Kit Kat because you've been very, very well behaved today. But in the meantime, I've got a question for you. Who is that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
back, everybody, to Wrestling is Silly. I hope you enjoyed your break. I hope you all got a nice bowl of popcorn for the second half of the show. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% on the ball today. I don't even know why. I've not had like a hard day at work or anything. I'm just kind of loosey-goosey today. Very loosey-goosey. If you want to see more of my unhinged ramblings, you can do so on the Discord. There's a link there to join us on the Franz Island Discord server. We have some good times. It's a fun little community of cool dudes. Some of whom you've seen in the stream. Some of whom are just fun Discord pals. You can find the link there. It's gonna be a fun time. Let's talk tag turkey. Let's talk tag turkey. What phrase let's talk turkey? I've never understood the phrase let's talk turkey. Why does let's talk turkey mean that it's time for serious business? Why is that sort of the nomenclature that we ended up with? Let's talk turkey. Anyway, let's talk tag turkey because it's time to talk about the tag division. We have seen, as we've been mentioning a few times, the Fight Boyfriends did task two teams with. We do not have an unthinkable turkey. Fortunately, we do not have an unthinkable turkey. Well, not officially. There's no unthinkable turkey that I know of on the roster. But if one turned up, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, there were two teams tasked with finding a suitable opponent for the Fight Boyfriends in the tag team championships at Wrestling in City Heat Wave. The Sonic Generations decided on the Union. They were unfortunately plagued with injury issues from Karl Marx, so that couldn't go as planned. The other side, the Springfield Sports Center, they decided to go with Vicious and Delicious. And that, as you well know if you've been here the past couple of weeks, that exploded into something far bigger and far more encompassing. That got vicious, that got brutal, those two teams got real personal. There was an Iron Man match, there was two singles matches, both of which won by Vicious and Delicious. The Iron Man match that came out in a draw, then Mackie started attacking Homer in singles matches. It got heavy. And now, last week we saw Vicious and Delicious taking on Homer and a third party in Abe Lincoln. And now, that was an interesting proposition anyway, because the other two members of the Sports Center, the Bob Belcher and Matt, they were out in Japan on an excursion over there, and so we got Homer Simpson and Abe Lincoln on July the 4th. It was a proper Team America affair, and now we saw after that match the Fight Boyfriends come out and just congratulate Vicious and Delicious on a job well done. So they have noticed that they have been able to beat fierce competition for probably the strongest, hardest hitting team in Wrestling is Silly. So this week, those two teams that were scouted go head to head. The Union, Vicious and Delicious. Get your decision in now. I'll put the predictions up one more time. Cruella got the win there, so let's get that prediction up one more time. This is going to be a heavy affair. V&D versus the Union. This is one hell of a match. Let's go down to the ring for some tag team action, shall we? This next contest is a tornado tag team match set for one fall with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from a fast food restaurant in Madison, Wisconsin, weighing in at 16 ounces of prime USDA prime beef and a side of mac. Big Mac, Mackie Chase, vicious and delicious. But it seems like a form of injustice that all turkeys are found guilty. That's a fair assessment. If turkeys can be pardoned by US presidents, that does imply all turkeys are guilty of something. And their opponents, from the heart of all the workers, especially those in Sinking Spring Farm, Kentucky, at a combined weight of 395 pounds, Abraham Lincoln, Karl Marx, the Union. It's almost as if the American legal system has a problem or two with it. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that is the case. Who knows though? Whomst amongst us can say? Who among us can say? That man there, Abe Lincoln, can say. It's kind of one of the few things he can say. Karl and Abe, a very unlikely set of men to throw together, but they have made waves in the tag division, as have Mackie Chase and the Big Mac. Freya rings the bell. The chants of Mackie Chase echo throughout the arena as the Big Mac gets the kitchen sink on Karl, and Mackie Chase avoids the continued strikes from Abe Lincoln. I forgot what this was on. You were saying a lot of who's. I did say who a lot of times there. A little bit of a stutter. What can I say? But whomst amongst us can say. Mackie on the top rope avoids, has a change of heart and does not jump to the outside into the path of Abe Lincoln. Oh, but instead a standing Spanish fly and a shooting star press. Whomstorm Monsters. Yes, Whomstorm Monsters. Oh, beautiful sliding strike from Big Mac. Side rush and leg sweep from Mackie Chase. And now Abe Lincoln raises little Mackie Chase up and just face buster flattens him. Karl and Big Mac on the outside now. The Union in control. And now Abe Lincoln, a series of clotheslines. Oh, knee strike avoided by Mackie Chase. Meanwhile, dropkick doesn't even flinch Abe Lincoln. And signs his name on the dotted line and takes down Mackie Chase, but again avoids that knee strike. The headlock, the shoulders locked. The tornado takes down Abe Lincoln, and Big Mac gets thrown across the ramp and just takes Karl Marx taking Big Mac for a walk. Big Mac deciding he's had about enough. This isn't a to-go order. Mackie Chase with the cover. Only a 2 count though. Big Mac, like I said, Big Mac decided this is not a to-go order and instead turns the tide on Karl Marx. Mackie Chase got Abe in a precarious position. Casadora, but Abe Lincoln catches him in mid-air, converts into an inverted powerbomb. And now there's the presidential stretch, that grapevine, a tombstone grapevine. Not a good place for Mackie Chase to be. But Big Mac, after busting open Karl Marx on the ramp, returns to save his side dish. And now, just a series of overhand chops right to the bun. And now, not quite a connection from Mackie Chase, but Freya, in all of the mayhem, Freya's been taken out. Casadora DDT from Mackie Chase onto Karl Marx. Freya still not on her feet. This is a no rules free-for-all. He is his little side dish. He's his adorable little side dish. Karl Marx. Poison Rana on the Big Mac. But Abe Lincoln taken down. Karl Marx is indeed bleeding. That is not ketchup on his face from his tussle with the Big Mac on the outside. And now, beautiful tornado Hurricane Rana there from Mackie Chase. The two big men in the middle of the ring. Grapevines from a beautiful grapevine tombstone. But that attack can only get you so far if somebody like Mackie Chase can split them up. Mackie avoids having to watch a pinfall and now gets that Greco-Roman knuckle lock, but is unable to do anything with it because there's a big old Big Mac in the way. And now I thought it was going to be a kill switch, but no, not a DDT either. Oh, but there is the giant uppercut and the big King Kong lariat. Abe Lincoln showing off all 6'6" of his height and hits the original choke slam. Double covers. And Karl Marx gets the pinfall over Vicious and Delicious. Here is your winner, the Union. What a comeback from the Union. Incredible offense from a team that was all but erased from the tag team picture, but a double pinfall victory. That is one hell of a statement, as Boo has pointed out in the chat. The Union getting the win there. And now I had something to show you. I'll admit, I and the Fight Boyfriends in the back, we all thought that Vicious and Delicious were going to take that. So I was ready to show you this. No, not that card. I've already shown you that card. I've also been told there's power in a union. I was ready to show you this card. Fight Boyfriends, Vicious and Delicious, Men's Tag Team Championship title match. But I'm just getting word from the other bookers in the back. We're talking to the Fight Boyfriends who watched that match. And we are going to have Fight Boyfriends versus Vicious and Delicious. But we are adding the Union to that mix. 3 teams in contention for the tag team title. Fight Boyfriends defending not only against Vicious and Delicious, but also against the Union. I'm calling it. I'm making it happen. This is going to be our biggest heat wave yet. And what a way to crown that than to add 2 of Wrestling is Silly's best teams into the title picture. Vicious and Delicious and the Union both contending for the Wrestling is Silly tag team titles. Next on the docket, we have something a little sillier, something a little bit low stakes. Let's talk Darth Maul. Darth Maul, former Flippy Shit Division champion, former king of the ruler, conqueror of the Flippy Shit Division. He ruled that division with an iron fist, especially after the blood and guts match that did mean Matt had to step down from booking the Flippy Shit Division. And Darth Maul ruled that with an iron fist until the entire division was taken from him and dissolved by Zack and Shredded Cheese. And he has gone on a bit of a conquest. I don't know how intentional this conquest was, but first he took down Bob Belcher, then he took on Bugs Bunny, then he took on Bender Rodriguez. He has been challenging every single member of the Wrestling is Silly roster with a name that begins with B. And hiding in the corner with a paper mask on his face, he found one more person. So your next match on Wrestling City this evening, Darth Maul versus the Blue Spy. Let's go down to the ring. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Dathomir, weighing in at 215 pounds, Darth Maul. We are whizzing along this evening. 1 hour 18 minutes. We're already on match number 5. Match number 6. Sorry, match number 6 of the evening. This is gonna be a tight maybe 1 hour 45. But sometimes you get 3 hours on Wrestling is Silly, sometimes you get 1 hour 45. You get 8 kick-ass matches, that's all we can promise. And that's all I endeavor to give you. It's not about the time, it's not about how long the show is, it's about how good the matches are. And these matches have been great matches. And that's my excuse anyway, because I have no way of controlling how long these matches go. Because I have no control over these absolute nonsense mongers that we call wrestlers. Darth Maul has been on a bit of a tirade. He has been. we could still get a 30-minute tag match with a billion breakups. There is still the all-star tag match for our main event with 4 big heavy hitters. We've got Garfield, we've got King, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Bugs Bunny. That could still be. That could be fucking 45-minute banger for all we know. And his opponent from somewhere in Europe, weighing at 195 pounds, being accompanied by the Web Master, the Blue Spy. A single big fan of the Blue Spy there. Right in front of the microphone. Blue Spy stopping and having a chat with his only fan, I think. And holding his mask in place as he steps into the ring. Yes, his OnlyFans, where him and Scout's mom post all sorts of things. It's onlyfans.com/friedchickentramps. I don't know if anybody else, how much anybody else remembers Expiration Date, the TF2 short film, but Fried Chicken Tramps has gotten its way into my everyday lexicon. Thanks to that 10-year-old fucking Source filmmaker video. And, oh, beautiful combination of spears there from the Spy into the rope-assisted release powerbomb. Darth Maul fighting back with the chops, though, and a Manhattan drop. Or should there be a Cloud City drop? But either way, Darth Maul guillotines the Spy on that top rope. I don't know who the Spy... I don't know why Darth Maul has picked a fight with the letter B. I don't know why the Spy is picking on everybody in the roster with a B name. But he hits the code breaker on the Blue Spy. But struggles. I think he may have winded himself on the way down there, struggling to get the cover. Giving the Spy ample time to get up right into the lariat though. And now Darth with a strike to the back of the back of the spine. Yeah, I don't know to what end Darth Maul's end game is here. With picking a fight with everyone with the letter B, but none of our champs have a B name. Ooh, but he's flatlining everyone that he can get in the ring with. Oh, moonsault attempt avoided by the Spy. Spy striking back as best as he can. And now just wrenching Darth Maul's neck. He hits the ropes, sleep there from the Spy, and there's the leap. Can he shut it down with a jawbreaker? Yes, he can. Oh, but he gets down to Darth Maul's level, and that was his mistake. Darth Maul, tornado flying armbar. And now Spy in a precarious position. Oh, but he gets the double leg takedown and just pounding the head of Darth Maul. Spy, no stranger to getting in scraps. But the big trip takes down Darth Maul. Both these men very well versed. Spy with a little bit too much showboating, giving the chance for Darth Maul to capitalize. Rolling lariat though. And now Spy with the snapmare, the kick to the spine. Spy up on the top rope. Dangerous place for Darth Maul to be. He turns his back. Corkscrew senton does not hit its target though. See, that's the problem. When you turn your back to your opponent to get that top rope move off, you give them so much time to roll out of the way, and you can't see. You have to commit to the move. Oh, shot across the bow, shot across the right side, and a second one. But Spy and Darth Maul, again, the fight rolling to the outside. Darth Maul, snake eyes across the apron. That is a bad time for the Spy. And now Darth Maul being returned, being a gentleman, returning the Spy to the ring. But maybe that's because he wants to finish this. Maybe he's done playing around. He hooks the pump handle, the made in Dathomir, gets the cover. But the Spy quick to escape and leave the ring with his buddy Webmaster there to maybe protect him. But the Webmaster moves out of the way for the Tope Suicida. And the strike across the neck. I think that may have made the blue Spy bleed. Maybe we'll see him turn into the red Spy before long. But the momentum monkey flip there from the blue Spy. And now the action returning back to the ring. But oh, the cloak and dagger from the Spy gets the cover. Oh, but it's not enough to keep Darth Maul down. See, you say that, but it was in fact Blue Spy impersonating Red Spy for the longest time. And there the Spy gets the win with a big trip. That is an opportunity pinfall if we've ever seen one. But here is your winner, Blue Spy. Yeah, we saw the reason that Blue Spy got uncloaked in the first place is he turned on Spider-Man. He was disguised as the Red Spy. He turned on Spider-Man. He was his mentor. He turned on him, allied himself with the Webmaster, and revealed himself to be the Blue Spy that we all know and hate. The Red Spy impersonating... Oh, he's Red Spy impersonating Blue Spy, impersonating Red Spy. I see now. Welcome, Jedi. I'm so glad that we have your input. I'm so glad that you're here to demonstrate what we cannot understand. He's a triple agent. He's playing both sides so that he always wins. It's genius at work. Speaking of genius at work, we saw an opportunity genius at play when Princess Peach took to the Hell in a Cell to take the title off of Daisy. Now, she has been defending that every single week, as Daisy did indeed, and this week is no exception. So stepping into the ring against Princess Peach this week, the one and only Bayonetta. She's inching closer and closer to getting a title, and she's decided maybe the hardcore title is the one for her. She's as yet to get a proper good title reign that she feels that she deserves. Maybe if she can take to the weapons and take to the hardcore, the extreme rules, maybe this can be her title run. This can be the title run that she deserves. Much like the character from the School Play I was once in, a German spy pretending to be an Italian undercover type pretending to be an Irish comedian. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the spy isn't really a wrestler at all. He's a comedian pretending to be a spy, pretending to be a spy, pretending to be a spy. But nonetheless, let's come to our penultimate match of the night. It's Bayonetta, Princess Peach for the hardcore title. Wrestling is silly. Your next match is for the Hardcore Championship. This will be an Extreme Rules match, so please remain in your seats, because things could get messy. As we've seen, Bayonetta can put on a hell of a match in basically any scenario. She is yet to have anything that I could not conclusively call a banger, you know. But if anyone can give her a run for her money, it's Princess Peach. Princess Peach was a co... What's the word I'm looking for? They were both in the Wrestling is Silly World Series together. And I think this could be the... I don't think we saw them properly cross paths in the World Series, but nonetheless, that was all about sports. That was all about athleticism. This is a very, very, very different ball game, because this is hardcore. This is a backyard scrap. This is mud show shit. So I'm very, very interested to see how the two of them do against each other in this atmosphere. And now Princess Peach, this is Princess Peach's second week as the Wrestling Silly Hardcore Champion. She has defended this belt twice already. Oh, she's defended this belt. This is going to be her second title defense with this belt. The Hardcore belt is very, very quickly becoming a proper workhorse title. As an example set by way back in the day, Harley Quinn, the first hardcore champion. There was Hardcore Harley's Proving Ground. That bar has been raised by every champ since, and now we're getting weekly hardcore title defenses from Daisy, and now Princess Peach picking up the mantle. Proper workhorse shit. You love to see it. First, the challenger from the city of Deja Vu, weighing in at 253 pounds, Bayonetta. And the reigning and defending Wrestling is Silly Hardcore Champion from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 150 pounds, Princess Peach. Damn, she thick. It's all muscle. Princess Bayonetta, all 253 pounds of pure muscle. She's also like really, really fucking tall. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door joke. Where was the Paper Mario 1000 Year? Where was the opportunity for the 1000 Year Door joke? The game that I only played half of on stream until it died. But nonetheless, Bayonetta coming in strong. Set of strikes. You know, getting control of that arm. This could be bad. But instead, just going for a few gut kicks and a lariat for good measure. Wrestling belt. Oh yeah, wrestling belt. Something Rock Hawk. Something great. Yeah, something Great Gonzalez. If Mr. M wasn't a colossal twat, maybe he could go under the Great Gonzalez moniker. But there we saw the Witch Time splash. Could Bayonetta going for a real early, going for that Witch Time splash, going for the cover, getting a 2 count, taking Princess Peach by surprise, I think. But now, Princess Peach firing back, that spinning back fist, clocking Bayonetta, but Princess Peach being thrown into the turnbuckle by some returning strikes. And now the two of them lock in the center of the ring. Princess Peach sliding off the shoulders into their DDT. And now, oh, beautiful series of strikes and the petition for Luigi to change his name to the Greater Gonzalez. Maybe we can get a rekindling of Mario versus Luigi all over again. But meanwhile, in the ring, we have Princess Peach being taken to task by Bayonetta. Oh, an inverted Texas Cloverleaf. Princess Peach reaching for the bottom rope, but this is an Extreme Rules match. There are no rope breaks. But the Psycho knee fighting back Princess Peach as best she can. Bayonetta avoiding the back fist that time. And, ooh, big leg lariat. And now Bayonetta with the giant swing. Yeeting Princess Peach across the ring. Both women sliding to the outside. Bayonetta looking for a toy. She's found herself the great equalizer, that steel chair. And, ooh, just clocking Princess Peach across the ankles with it. Oh, going for the second one. That was maybe a warning shot, but the second one definitely wasn't. Across the face as well. Princess Peach finally rolling out the way. And pushing the chair out of the hands of Bayonetta. Getting in a couple of swings of her own. Like I said, Princess Peach, the hardcore champion. She's no stranger to the use of weapons. Peach returning Bayonetta to the ring, though. Maybe she wants to finish this straight up. Bayonetta stuck in the corner. Peach taking the opportunity to find herself a toy to play with. She's got the sledgehammer. Oh! Right into the gut, right into the ribs of Bayonetta. Bayonetta, though, has taken down gods and angels and demons, I believe. This shouldn't be an issue for her, a princess with a sledgehammer, but it seems to be really taking her to task. That could smash your ankle, smash your knee. And Princess Peach is no Super Smash sister. But Bayonetta with the jawbreaker. And, oh, goes for the package shoulder breaker. Gets the cover. Ooh. Only a 2 count though. Bayonetta unable to secure the bag, but she goes for that hammer. And again, targeting the ankle. And targeting the leg of Princess Peach. Bayonetta hits the ropes. Princess Peach still able to stand on what should be sawdusted legs so far. But Peach, she heard the crowd. She answered their call. They said, "We want tables." Bayonetta rushing to stop Peach from using that table. But Peach isn't done yet. She's got the ladder as well. Tables, ladders, and chairs. And the baseball slide attempt. Oh! And the springboard leg drop into the empty pool. That could shatter a pelvis if she lands badly. And oh, that's not gonna help. The sledgehammer right into the tailbone. But Peach with the cover. Oh, Bayonetta, the 1 count. And she's just about able to avoid those sledgehammer shots, get back up to her feet, right into another one though. She's able to capitalize. She's got the pile driver. It's not a hardcore move, but it is brutal. Straight up pile driver. That alone could shatter a vertebrae. Now Bayonetta ignoring the pile of plunder in the center of the ring, instead relying on herself. She hits the Witch Time Senton, gets the cover. Could we have a new champ? No! Chance of fight forever from the crowd, but at this pace, at this intensity, I don't know that we could rely on these two women to fight together. Fight forever, sorry. But there's the chair as well. But the royal wave makes Bayonetta drop that chair. Freya starts the count. But still only a 2 count. There is now the T, the L, and the C. The table, the ladder, and the chair. And Princess Peach now pushing the chair into the turnbuckle. Will we see that enter play later on in the match? As she hits the Irish whip over the ladder, and the gut punch, simple gut punch, the ripcord forearm. Peach very much in control. She does not want to lose her title 1 week before wrestling a silly heatwave. Is she looking? She's looking for another. Oh, she's going back to that sledgehammer. We've seen Princess Peach utilizing that sledgehammer over and over to get her title and to maintain control of it. Oh. But Bayonetta rolls out of the way, but face first into the sledgehammer. I don't blame her for rolling out the ring that time. Look at that ring. We've got the hammer, the table, the ladder, the chair. That is Princess Peach's domain. That is Peach's castle right now. But this time the trip is successful. And can Bayonetta invade Peach's castle? That is a nasty figure 4 that we see on Princess Peach, but she cannot tap on the outside. And now, brutal strikes from Bayonetta. The ladder almost leaving the ring, but still in play. There is the brutal snapping armbar. But that's not enough. She's going for it again. Princess Peach back up to her feet. Bayonetta rolling out of the ring. Bayonetta going for the hammer. Peach not happy about this. She runs over. And right into the gut. Again, this is the hammer. Is the thing that we've seen Princess Peach rely on for these defenses. But the pump kick means Bayonetta loses it. The DDT right onto the handle of that hammer. That could splinter in the forehead of Bayonetta. Peach returning to take that chair back. And right into the gut, right against the back. And now Princess Peach not holding anything back. We see Bayonetta struggling to take the chair off Peach. She gets it out of Peach's hands, but not into her own. But there's the famous, not quite on the chair, but still on those outside mats. Peach, though, throwing Bayonetta back into the ring. This is a heavy-hitting affair. Peach wanting Bayo back up to her feet. And gets the double underhooks. And big butterfly pile driver. That is Bayonetta's full climax. Could this be it? Wow. Princess Peach winning with Bayonetta's own finisher. Here is your winner, and still Wrestling is Silly Hardcore champion, Princess Peach. What a hard-fought match between these two women. Bayonetta feeling the downfall of being hit by her own full climax, and Princess Peach walking out still Wrestling is Silly Hardcore champion. What a match that was, and that brings us to our main event for this evening. We have seen all but one match confirmed for Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. We have seen our main event, King versus Garfield. We have seen the tag team titles in a triple threat tag team match. The Union joining Vicious and Delicious to fight against the Fight Boyfriends. We've seen Goku versus Luigi get on the table. We've seen Cruella de Vil versus Amanda, the Wii Fit trainer, get on the table. But one match left to announce. We've seen it. Obviously, we've seen our 30-man over-the-top battle royal summertime silliness announced. One match left, and that is concerning this, our main event, because this is an all-star tag match. One side, we've got the world champion King and the Twitch champion Spider-Man, and on the other side, Garfield, who we know is challenging for King's World Championship, and joining him, Bugs Bunny, who is challenging Spider-Man for the Twitch title next week. So, your main event for this evening is who will win this all-star tag match? Spider King or Garfield and Bugs Bunny, Cat and Rabbit. This is going to be one for the ages, and this could set the tone for not one, but two of our matches next week at Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. But let's go down to the ring for that. Wrestling is Silly, your main event for tonight is an all-star tornado tag team match set for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, from Mexico City, Mexico, he is the reigning Wrestling is Silly Men's World Champion, King. This is King's first time in tag action here at Wrestling is Silly. We've seen him in multi-man matches. We've seen him in a lot of singles matches. He is the Wrestling is Silly World Champion. But how will he fare when he has not only another person on his team, but another champion on his team? If you do enjoy what we're doing here at Wrestling is Silly, please do join us on our Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, where you can find various perks, you can find merch, you can donate to us on a one-off or on a monthly basis, and as opposed to joining us here on a Twitch sub, if you join us there on the Ko-fi, all of your money goes directly to me. Jeff Bezos doesn't sneak in and take half like he does here on Twitch. So please do visit us on ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly if you would like some cool perks, like getting your face in Wrestling is Silly, your name in the credits, and even your logo on the mat here at Wrestling is Silly. And his tag team partner from Queens, New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, the reigning Twitch champion, Spider-Man. No, your money goes to me and not Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos takes none of your money. If you go to ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, please give a huge shout out to our current £20 a month It's Getting Silly tier donor, Ayakara and our £5 a month Wrestling is Silly Mark, Bude RPG. Thank you both for your support. And everybody else over there on the Ko-fi at a one-off or monthly membership. And their opponents first, from New Looney City, weighing in at 100 pounds, Bugs Bunny. Now, Bugs Bunny has been on a bit of a tear recently. He beat Bob Belcher, he beat Bob and Darth Maul in that triple threat, he beat Darth Maul, he then lost to Darth Maul, but we don't talk about that. He's been on an absolute tear, breaking out of the flippy shit division. And now he is challenging for his first ever title opportunity next week at Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. And his tag team partner from your darkest nightmares, weighing in at 276 pounds. What if you lie and you are Jeff Bezos, meaning we pay via Ko-fi, Jeff Bezos gets 100% of money? Then again, if you're, if I am Jeff Bezos, which spoilers, I'm not, then I would get 100% of the money either way. But I only get half the money on Twitch. I get 100% of them because Jeff Bezos takes half, and Jeff Bezos doesn't need my money. And also, if you want to use the emotes, if you sub on Twitch for the emotes, if you install the add-on Better Twitch TV, you can use the emotes anyway, because they're all on Better Twitch TV. You obviously, Garfield never want to miss an opportunity to get in the heads of his opponents, be them kings, be them spiders, or be them anybody. We could be seeing the start of the first title run of Garfield. Could you imagine this entity, the men's world champion? Could you imagine? Hopefully King has it in his mind, his body, and his soul to make sure that doesn't happen. I don't know what all of the words to this song are, but in there somewhere is just like a lasagna created with care. This is music from the I'm Sorry John project, which is why it talks about lasagna. And here we go for our all-star tag match. 2 champs on one side, 2 challengers on the other. Is it in English? It's definitely in English. Yeah, the song is definitely in English. It's just a little bit distorted to the point where it's slightly hard to hear. Champs taking the upper hand into the starting moments of the match. King with the big lariat taking down Bugs Bunny. Spider-Man turning his attention to Garfield. Hurricane Rana taking down the elder Eldritch entity. And King with a drop kick to the back of the head on Bugs Bunny. Moonsault onto Garfield. Both champs gets the cover. Only one counts both ways. Champs are going to have to work a little bit harder for that. Beautiful cat springboard Casadora Bulldog. All of the variables on that Bulldog there from Spidey. Oh, Enziguri avoided by King. Garfield, though, with the strikes on the inside. Blue Thunder bomb on the outside to Bugs Bunny. And now, oh, the iron claw, those sharp cat claws extend and pierce the skull of Spider-Man. But he gets out of it, hits that Enziguri takedown. And now, oh, hits that. Oh, there was two animals in the middle of the path. So Spider-Man could not hit that Tiger Feint kick, that swing 1-9 that he loves. That's good. We're going to have that teased throughout the match, I'm sure. And now, Tope. Oh, Tope DDT from Spidey. Spidey on full form. Meanwhile, on the other side, King, the deadlift powerbomb. And the pendulum DDT from Spidey. A second deadlift powerbomb from King. King now ascending to the top rope. Not usually where we see a guy like him. But a knee collides with the throat of Bugs Bunny. Cover. Only a 2 count, unfortunately. Oh, but there's the Scorpion Death Drop. That reverse DDT there from Spidey. Flattening Garth on the outside. King channeling all of his power. And now King grabs an earful, gets an Irish whip. Garfield, though. Garfield stood on the table. King hits the Muscle Buster. This could be real bad news for Bugs Bunny. Able to kick out just in the nick of time. I think Garfield might be a little bit trapped. But instead, Bugs Bunny Vertebreaker. This is not looking good for Bugs. And there is the victory. Here is your winners. The Wrestling is Silly Men's World Champion King and the Wrestling is Silly Twitch Champion Spider-Man. I think Garfield had a moment where he phased into another plane of existence there very, very briefly, and that took away from his focus in the match. Hopefully that won't happen next week at the pay-per-view. But the two champs standing tall, going into Heatwave with all of the momentum. This is big news for, like I said, Spider-Man for his Twitch title match against Bugs Bunny. And not to forget Garfield and his challenge against King, the reigning and defending men's world champion, next week on Heatwave. That is, like I said, that is all to come next week. Please, please do not miss us. We also have our 30-man over-the-top Battle Royale Summertime Silliness for the men's smiley case. It's going to be one hell of a time. That is next week at 7 p.m. GMT for our summer special. Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. It's been a fun time. We've just about hit that 2-hour match. We flew through this night of wrestling. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. It's been one hell of a time for me. I very much enjoyed it. Now I'm just looking for somebody to do a little bit of a raid-a-rooney into. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a raid into my friend Drunken Hyena, who you may remember, the voice of Matt Wii Sports. So let's do a little raid into Drunken Hyena, playing Elden Ring at the minute, which I wouldn't usually, but it's rare that I get to raid into them. So let's go and say hello to Drunken Hyena, and once again, please do come talk to us next week for Wrestling a Silly Heatwave. But until then, Buccaneer, Buckafar, wherever the buck you are, I hope you're having a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you in the next stream. Please do join us in the Discord. Join us over on Etsy for the nerdyqueer.com. That's where Zach earns his keep. So please do join us there. But until next time, I'll catch you on Wrestling a Silly Heatwave next week. And love you, bye.